How's it? Today is Monday, May 31st, and I have a snatch workout. It's just an extension of what it was last week, you know. But there is one extra thing that's added in there. It's the barbell overhead hold. I ended up doing that a few weeks ago on Tuesday just because I was dicking around. But yeah, it's today it could have been better. I think three sets of three block power snatch at 85 is definitely doable. 85 is like a really high number, like relative to my best power snatch ever. And doing three of them is a little daunting, but I do think I'm strong enough to do it. And I am a little bit disappointed with the quality of some of these reps, even in spite of my elbow. Like some of these reps could have been better, regardless of whether my elbow feels good or not. I'm training in the morning today, actually. Today is Memorial Day, and so the gym is going to be closed later in the day. And actually, a lot of the CrossFit people showed up to do Murph, which I'm not super sure what the workout is. It's like from my memory. This could be wrong. Don't shit on me. I think it's like 1 mile, then 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, and then one more mile. And all of this is done in a weight vest. And it's all for time. So I think a time of an hour for the average person is like supposed to be like ridiculously good. There's no way I would be able to do that, but everyone's like, "Oh, why don't you do it?" I'm like, "Bro, I can't even do 100 pull-ups. I can't." So you want me to do 100 pull-ups after I run, which I don't run, and then you want me to do that weighted. So I don't there's no way. There's no way. Here's my first set. So you can see I get a ton of height and my positioning is pretty good. So there's no reason saying why I can't do this for triples. That's why I said that earlier that today could have been better, and that some of the quality of the reps are just not where I want them to be. You know, like this first set was definitely all powers. I ended up failing on my third set, so I took another set after that with the with my straps on. I'm not sure if the straps on makes my elbow worse, but I mean there's a sound reasoning as to why it might make my elbow worse, because as I'm going overhead to putting it back down, I still have to hold onto the bar, and that causes a lot of like elbow joint gapping. So that's uh, reasonable. Here's my failed set. So this first rep was really good. I think the second rep was good too, and then the third rep was just I actually failed, which like it wasn't even a full snatch. It was like I got it over my head and I couldn't get it up all the way over. So yeah, that was a solid second rep. And then here is my third rep fail. Um, yeah, not super happy about this. Yeah, I attribute that to not being able to hold onto the bar super good, but that sort of is the reason why I decided to use the straps here. Um, but yeah, like overall, the snatches were okay. Again, they could have been better. Um, I am curious to see what Steve wants me to do next week. I think his sort of plan for me is to do 3 week microcycles, so 3 week blocks, and then have each individual after 3 weeks have like sort of a deload. That way, I'll give my elbow a hard weeks, and then a time to sort of reset, and then pick up back where we left off, and then restart that again. And I think that is going to be a solid way of approaching training moving forward, because I do make a ton of progress in 3 weeks, and then after the fourth week, when you think about where I was in time, here, watch this. But yeah, after 3 weeks, the fourth week it just becomes exceedingly difficult, and I ended up sacrificing quality of reps for the sake of progression. And so stopping it there for 3 weeks might be the best way to move forward, and might be the best way to milk progress. So we'll see what happens. I'll have to talk to him about it at the end of this week. Until then, I'm just trucking along. You know, these banded snatch Romanian deadlifts. They're not super mentally taxing. They are definitely hard, and they definitely don't feel super comfortable. But I, I'm treating them as just a normal accessory that I'm able to just push through. I think relative to where I was a few months ago, I think my mental right now is pretty strong, because my elbow is really bad. My knee is giving me a lot of issues. I've been having some back problems at work. My hip is kind of wonky, but I feel like I'm capable, and I feel like I'm still able to push, and that is to me a huge win as far as like overall progress as a person. I just feel a lot of drive to just be better, and I think that is what is carrying me a lot through all of these things. Because a few months ago, if something like this happened with my elbow, I probably would have just given up for a bit. So I don't know where I get that from, but I think about that a lot. Like why do I want to be better? And isn't it easier to just quit? Like all of those things, I think about that a lot. It's just I've never really sat down and given thought as to why I want to be better. I just want to be better. It's always been in me. That's like, if I have the capacity to be better, to do better, just what's stopping me from doing that? I guess the answer is nothing, right? The only thing that's stopping me from being better is me. And if you blame anyone else, or if I would never blame anyone else, but if you blame anyone else, then you, there are lots of things that you might have to think about. Because if it's your scheduling, then that's your fault. If it's just things that you can deal with, there's always a way to spin it so that you're able to be better than you were the last time, right? That was a very, very long rant. This video is longer than most of my Monday videos. But yeah, I did snatch push press up to 95 for 3 threes, overhead barbell hold, which is the interesting addition, pull ups here, and then some GHD sit ups. Yeah, I mean, today's workout was pretty long, and yeah, I feel good today. Um, Pretty happy about it, even with less quality reps. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Shoots.